good? It's your boy T.
Yo, it's Whit.
And this is the 43rd episode
of the Bolden podcast.
Let's get it. Can we start off with a little motivation?
Go ahead.
It's close, but you compromised. You let your feelings get the best of you.
Eric Thomas.
And you let a little pain stop you from your dream. Girl, you was there. You was running your business. You was there.
Yeah.
I didn't quit because people didn't understand. I worked harder, but people didn't support me. You gotta go. You'll be stuck at that adversity for the rest of your life. Whatever it is, you'll be stuck there. Why don't I get something for us? You ain't gotta have the best head in life. You ain't gotta start with the two-parent background. You ain't gotta start with wealth. You ain't gotta start with your parents graduated. It's not the hand that you dealt. It's how you play your hand. When people die, or people get sick, or something happens in your life, if all you're doing it for is a car and a house, that can stop you. But if you're doing it for your mom, for your siblings, for your family, for your community, nothing can stop you. You cannot be broken. When you have an intrinsic goal, when you're doing it because you value it, when you're doing it because you can, when you're doing it because it represents who you are, when it's internal, nothing can stop you. No mountain, no trial, no tribulation. Nothing can stop you when it's deeper than just money and stuff. I can. I will. I must. It's going to rain sometimes. I will. You're going to feel discouraged sometimes. I will. No matter what the obstacle, I will.
All right, I didn't know it was that long.
You ain't listened to it at first?
Nah, I didn't.
Wow.
But we back, 43rd episode. 2 weeks in a row. Feeling good.
Mm-hmm. How was your week?
Fresh off a Dutch Bros energy drink.
Zero sugar or?
Nah, I left the sugar in. I feel like the dogs.
Or it's sugar free then, not
Yeah. Our neighbor's dogs is barking. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Y'all probably can.
Oh yeah, they're going ham right now.
Let's just keep it extra real on the podcast today. This the in-home Bolden Blend studio. So
they usually do not bark too.
I know.
It's three big hussies back there.
It's at nighttime. Normally they chilling, but they going crazy tonight. I don't know what's up. But our intro was too long to start over, so we're not starting over. How you doing today?
You know, Thursday night.
You looking good.
You should take me out.
I might. I just need some guarantee. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. That's a joke. Hold on, where's my? Oh.
Look, you forgot all about your
I'm back with the machine
buttons.
I know our audio wasn't the best in the last podcast, so hopefully this one's better. Thank you for everybody that watched the last episode. We just now getting back in the rhythm, so.
Yeah, I think last week we was just like, let's just go and do it.
Yeah, we forgot to turn the
lights, the ring lights, these, what is it, softbox lights.
Yeah, we couldn't find the SD card, but.
The air was on. I think it came on towards the end of the video.
It's all good, though.
Trials and errors.
We keeping it real. What do you say, trials and errors?
Trials and error. You know, I can't talk
funny.
With my braces right now.
Sounded funny. That's because you're not supposed to have braces. Whit got braces for the second time in 3 years.
It's a little tough.
Let's not talk about it.
But no, that was a good little motivation.
I appreciate it.
That's something I try to instill in the girls, like that you can do stuff because they love to say they can't.
I know. And they don't realize, like, literally anything you put your mind to, you can do it.
They're still young, but that's when you want to try to teach them young.
Exactly. That kind of leads me into T's Thought of the Week.
Okay, let's do it.
My thought this week is that you literally can do anything you put your mind to. I just said that.
You did. Wait, did you already have this written down?
No, I just got that. Nah, let me be serious. My thought this week is don't quit before it's too early. Don't quit before it's too early. I thought that, and I played that clip because I feel like a lot of times we give up right before the breakthrough. And you never know how close you are to breaking through for what you want in life. You know what I mean? So sometimes you might quit, and it could have been the next shot, the next episode, the next game, the next test that was going to be your breakthrough, and you never know.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people quit because they don't like how it's going.
Yeah.
Even though, like I said, like it's trials and errors.
Yeah.
You got to go through that.
That's a fact. Like, even with this podcast, I was like, why should we quit when we could just keep going? Just pick up from where you left off. It's never too late to go back and finish what you started. So whether you've been out of school for 20 years or whether you was pursuing a business and you just stopped doing it, pick it back up. Let's get it.
Yeah, because look, Steve Harvey didn't start till what? He was in his late 30s, right?
Yeah,
early 30s.
That's true. It's a lot of millionaire stories like that.
Oprah.
Like, everybody think people got rich when they was 22, and a lot of people didn't hit their goals or hit their dreams.
And that's our generation. Like, our generation, we want to be rich at 18 as soon as we graduate.
That's true.
High school.
That's true.
We want to have, things for ourselves.
Talk about it, Whit. Talk about it. It's the microwave generation. We want to rush. We want to rush everything. Nobody wants to even like, for example, I went to college, took the long route, did 4 years, and I got a decent job after that and stuff, with decent pay. A lot of kids now, when you talk to the young kids, a lot of them don't even want to go to college no more.
Because they don't, and then they don't want to work a real job.
They don't. They all have watched TikTok and Instagram.
How you can make fast money.
And they think that I can just go do this and skip college because college is a waste of money. And there's always truth in every lie. So some of that stuff is true. Some people will look up and go start a trucking company or a real estate company at 20 years old and get lucky and get rich and work hard, all of that stuff. But
it's not everyone.
It's not everyone
that makes it.
And the reason college has kind of worked for the majority is because it at least shows you can finish something and it can give you a steady career. Because a lot of millionaires are built just from working regular 9-to-5 jobs and being smart with their money. Mm-hmm. It's not always about running a Fortune 500 business or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Speaking of generations, though, I've been seeing a lot online. I've been watching a lot. And it's the 50th anniversary of hip-hop. Whoa, wrong button.
Come on, T, get it together.
I'm gonna get it right. 50th anniversary of hip hop. So this episode, me and Whit decided let's get into some stuff about us, and I want to start off with, and the reason we want to do that is because we've been off for a while. We did this before, but a lot of people may not know who we are.
Yeah, because I think we did get a few or gained a few followers.
Yeah, we got a couple new people that listened, and I think we should let people know some interesting stuff about us. But before we do that, my first question is, when did you fall in love with hip hop?
Honestly, I think I was like 7, 8. You want to know who?
Yeah.
It was?
Who was it?
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Boom, 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 boom.
Now tell me what you're gonna do. The Crossroads. Yeah. That was the song. I think it came out when we was super, super young. I was like 7, 8 listening to that.
That makes sense because you from Midwest technically. Yeah, Whit from the Midwest, so that makes a lot of sense.
Bone Thugs was.
And you know what's funny about that being the song that you're saying is, I feel like I remember the first time me and you was in the car together and that came on.
And I could rap the whole song.
Whit could rap the whole song word for word. She can. I'm not gonna play it and make her do it, but
one day I think I was like 12. I had visited my mom, and I had like a Walkman or a Discman, whatever that's called, and I got the Crossroads single, just a single, and the instrumental, and I would play it all day and just write down the lyrics. So that's how I knew every word for word.
That's why I remember that. You remember some CDs they used to come with the lyrics inside the book and the inside. You used to unfold it and read all the lyrics.
Yeah.
And you remember some of the. I remember this how. Like I was in love with music when I was younger, so I had a Walkman, and then from that, I remember my first CD player, and I remember not having anti-skip. And then when I finally got one with anti-skip, I thought the world was over. I'm like, music is never gonna get better than this. I had the huge CD player in my hoodie pocket with the anti-skip. I thought that was life.
That's crazy. Kids nowadays don't know what that is.
They don't even know what an MP3 player is.
Or the what is it? The Apple
the
iPod,
the first one.
It was so little.
Remember we first got together and I had the iPod. I had so much music on it. Oh my god. I wish I could find that.
They should still come out with that.
iPod was fire. Because
I feel like the kids would like it.
Nah, they wouldn't.
Just use their iPhones.
They would be
Apple
like,
Music.
They'd be like, why would I need this? I could just use my phone. That was way before streaming. Back then, you had to love music because you had to go add it to your library. You had to make playlists, make mixtapes.
Even you would just listen to the same CD.
Yeah.
Because it would just be either just the song or the album.
You know how many computers I wrecked, like downloading from LimeWire, FrostWire, all like, man, so many memories. I would say I fell in love with hip hop probably around the same age, like 7, 8, 9 or something. Mainly because I had an older brother. So anything he was listening to, I was listening to.
But was y'all allowed to listen to them music?
We wasn't supposed to be. We was not supposed to be. I remember like the first rap CDs we had and stuff. If my parents would find them, they would throw them away.
For real?
Yeah, or they're like, y'all ain't supposed to be listening to that nonsense. But they never found like the worst stuff we was listening to. But like, I think my earliest influences, for some reason, we was on Cash Money heavy.
Yeah.
We was on Cash Money heavy. Like early Juvenile. Of course, back to, what was the first Juvenile song I knew? I don't even remember. I don't remember the album name either. But we was on it heavy. And then like, I would say when it got the worst for me though, probably like 2001. Well, how old were we in 2001?
9, 10.
Yeah, 9,
11,
10.
yeah.
From there to like 2003, it was a wrap.
Yeah.
It was a wrap. Like once I got
Lil Wayne, all the mixtapes.
Yeah. Once I got a hold of Blueprint and like 5,000 Degrees, and once I got a hold of Get Rich or Die Trying, it was over.
Yeah.
It was over. I used to rap them albums word for word.
Can you still do it?
A lot of it, yeah. A lot of it I can. And you know what's crazy? The reason I wanted to bring this up too, we don't really get hip hop the credit that it deserves. Like, we literally, or at least me, like we used to model our whole lives after hip hop. Like everything,
the way we dress,
the way we talked, the way we acted. I remember high school, like we had at least 50 people trying to be Bloods just because Lil Wayne said he was a Blood. Like, you know what I'm saying? We had, what else? We had...
Or like everyone wearing the Forces because of Nelly.
Yep, everybody, the Air Force Ones. After he dropped Air Force Ones, it was a wrap. Before that, people wasn't even on Air Force Ones like
everyone
that.
was wearing like Fat Farms.
Yeah.
Do you remember those?
Yeah, I do. I
had the one where you slip
the chunky?
on. The one without the back.
With me. Somehow you being Asian and it don't surprise me at all. I feel like all the Asian girls used to have the Fat Farms, like the chunky ones with the P on the side.
Yeah.
You remember the belts with the screens on them?
Yes. Mine said Whit, WHIT, yeah.
Yeah, I was the first one at Cran Middle School with the belt with the screen going across.
I was me and Rosie was one of the first. I'm going to post a picture. I still got it right here.
I got
with
it.
With the background pictures, you know, the studios where you take like all different backgrounds.
Yeah. These kids don't have no idea, man. I remember first I had my belt with just the bling on it with my name. And then I remember being in the middle of the mall. They had the joint with the bling around it with the screen on it. Man, I was on fire.
That's crazy how you was here in Vegas and I was over there in the Midwest and we were still like doing the same thing.
I feel like it's because of hip hop. Like everybody was doing the same stuff. And now it's like the biggest thing in the world, but like it's just crazy, man. Hip hop played a huge part in all our lives. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's something I can't really let go. Like even if I wanted to.
I told you I don't think I could ever stop listening to rap or nothing.
You know, we all saved now, so I'll be asking Whit. I'm like, yo, can we listen to this?
Yes, we can.
We be bumping.
Do the Bible
still.
say anything about listening to rap?
God made rap, so I don't. I can't let it go yet. I can't let it go. He gonna have to like super convict me about rap, but I still listen to it. There's so many messages in it. My favorite thing to do now is that I'm grown. Like go back and listen to
the old
rap, like a Jay-Z album hit different now that you're grown. You can understand it more. Back then we was just rapping it. We didn't know.
Yeah.
I used to be rapping DMX when I was like 12.
And we had no business listening to him.
DMX at all. No business at all. Yeah, rest in peace, DMX. You know what was the worst? This ain't really rap. This more R&B. But
Cisco
was bad. But Cisco was like commercial bad. Like that was the safe bad. We used to be on the Pretty Ricky heavy, dog. Yeah. Heavy.
I still listen to them.
Yeah, we do. That's our nighttime
playlist. What is it called? Our like nursery where you put the baby to sleep.
Hey, Pretty Ricky being part of the nursery playlist is wild. That's kind of funny. Hold on.
No, you gotta get it together for real.
All right, I'm gonna get it right. That's funny. But yeah, man, that was a good first question.
Yeah.
So if y'all are wondering, my favorite music, of course, hip hop and R&B. R&B hit good now. The older you get, though. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you don't need all that nonsense in your ear.
Look at you.
Sometimes all that nonsense. I hear the kids dancing to a rap song. I be like, what in the world? If I hear "Rip Me Out the Plastic" one more time.
But you be saying it though.
Nah.
Out of nowhere.
They really ran through. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that song is stuck in my head like crap. We got
it's
3
catchy.
daughters though.
It is catchy.
It is catchy. They got one. That's smart. What you got though? Let's get into these questions.
Okay, so
the people know a little bit about us.
If you can go back and give your 18-year-old self an advice, what would you say?
Pull out.
18.
How old was you when you got pregnant?
I was 20.
You was 20?
Yes.
You was not 20.
I was 20.
You had the baby at 20.
No, I was 20.
When you got pregnant?
Yeah, I got pregnant in June, so a month after my birthday, so 20.
Okay, I take my answer back.
So you're not talking about me.
I take my answer back. I want it recused from the record. What advice would I give my 18-year-old self? I think I would have told my 18-year-old self to leave Vegas and go explore the world. But
so like travel Pretty much.
Not travel, like leave, like for college and like go do something different. But the downside to that is I met my wife at college, so I can't be mad at my decision. But
you could have had another wife.
nah, never.
You never know.
Nah, it was only one girl meant for me, my soulmate.
Could have had some other kids.
I still remember the first day I saw you, the way you glowed.
Why are you lying to the people?
That Asian sauce dripping with the way you walk.
With the shaved head.
Yeah, she had the Rihanna going. You should try that again. No,
I definitely no. I'm too old for that.
Nah, but for real, I think I would tell myself just be more brave, be more ambitious. I used to be like, part of the reason I feel like I even stayed in Vegas was because I was scared of the unknown back then. Like I played it way too safe a lot of times. I think you the one that made me stop playing it safe. But before that, I was playing it way too safe. So I was like,
I think it's probably because of the way you were brought up.
Maybe the way I was brought up. That's what made me stay here though, because I'm like, I know I'm gonna have help here. And then my best friend stayed here for college, so I'm like, if he's staying, I'm staying. I wasn't thinking independently back then.
So when you were a senior and you were choosing college, you basically said, I'm gonna stay here in Vegas. You had no other options?
No, I had a lot of options. That's the thing. I was like almost a straight A student. I had like scholarships. I had a couple of scholarships, to like full scholarships to like HBCUs, but I didn't know enough back then. Like now, what I know, I would have went.
Yeah.
And took advantage of it, but back then I was like, nah, I ain't finna go to the South in the middle of nowhere. Like I was uneducated, but you know, you live and you learn. I wasn't a independent thinker back then. I was more of a follower. That's one thing they won't tell y'all. Here's a little gem. Most of these young men out here, before you in your even early 20s, before you really grow up, most men out here is just followers. You know what I'm saying? You're going to follow what your friends do, or you're going to follow what you see on TV. You're not really.
Well, I think for
yourself.
you, it was more so of like your parents. Not saying that you follow your parents, but you get a lot of their opinions. And I don't think your parents wanted you to go.
They wasn't tripping, though. They wasn't tripping. They would have let me go if I wanted to go. I think like at first with staying here, I had scholarships and I had, it would have been cheaper and all that. So it worked out, but they wouldn't have been tripping if I left. They wasn't tripping. What about you though? What would you tell your 18-year-old self?
I would say something like, don't be afraid to fail.
Okay.
With my situation, I did, after I graduated high school, I did up and leave to Vegas, but I was still scared, kind of failed because I didn't really do nothing for myself, really. Like, you would think being an 18-year-old moving to a whole different state, you would, get a good job or even, go to college. I didn't even think about moving to a different state, going to college.
Yeah.
Because I think I was a little scared.
I feel that.
But at the same time, it's like, what's the worst that can happen at 18? Man. You can always try, and then you know that you can always go back to home or your parents, Well,
the funny thing is, at 18, you can either make it's the yin and yang of life, I guess. Like, for example, ain't no mistake you really can't bounce back from.
Destiny FaceTime video.
Sorry. Ain't no mistake you can't really bounce back from at 18. But at the same time, there are mistakes you can make that can kind of mess your life up. You know what I'm saying? You commit a crime at 18.
Yeah, it's like a
you got to go sit down
take
for 10 years, then it can mess your life up. But if we just talking about getting in debt or going out of state for school and failing, like, that's not going to mess your life up. It's just an experience.
Well, yeah, and just like we said earlier, that's our generation. Like, we at 18 want to get rich.
Exactly. Because we either want to get rich or we want to play it safe and get rich. Those don't really go together. So, what's next? We'll spend all day talking about 18.
How would your parents describe what you do or how you are?
My parents would describe me as, I don't know. What you think? What you think my parents would describe me as? I really don't know.
I would say they would describe you as like very dependable.
There you
like,
go. That's a good.
They
that's
can
a good
always call you or ask
stuff.
you, or ask you to just do anything, little stuff like, "Can you do this for me?" And,
That's true.
And he'll do it over the phone or something.
That's
or can
true.
you come over and fix my ring lights? Blink lights.
Yeah.
Just little stuff like that. Like they can always count on T, which is a good thing to your parents.
I agree. I think they would describe me as dependable. They would describe me as I play too much.
Yeah, he's never serious.
Yeah, and they would describe me as like a family oriented. I talk to my parents a lot, or go to their house a lot. I live down the street from my parents. It's kind of weird.
Him and his mom probably talk to each other on the phone like 5 times a day.
Yeah, we probably do.
Like literally every day.
Don't hate though.
I'm not.
Oh, I thought
I
you was.
am not,
you was
and I'm
sending
okay
shots.
with that because
Thought
my
you was
son might
sending
be calling
shots.
me every day.
No, he not.
You never know.
He get his own wife to call.
And you got your own wife.
What about you though? How would your parents describe you or what you do?
Me and my mom really don't have like a mom daughter or dad daughter like type of relationship, but I think they would describe me as someone who's like caring or always taking care of somebody.
Yeah.
Because still at the end of the day, they know that I'm always taking care of my family, like my immediate family. I take care of my dad.
Yeah. Or help take care of him.
Help take care of him. My mom just kind of dependable too. Like my mom's always calling me out of all my siblings
To do something.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it like the middle child?
But let me ask you this, based on your first answer. What do you feel like is the typical mom and dad daughter relationship?
Just someone like you can talk, like feel freely to talk to. Like I feel like I can't even like really call my mom and tell her how I'm feeling, or even just to say what you're doing. Like it's never like a real conversation. Like when I see my mom, it's always like we're going out to eat.
Yeah.
It's never, we never have like real conversations. I don't know if it's because like I didn't grow up with her.
Yeah.
I don't know, and my parents aren't like very like loving. I don't know.
Maybe it's like a cultural thing. I feel like
it might be.
I feel like you could change that though if you wanted to.
I feel like I've tried.
Really?
Yeah. I think both of my parents didn't really want kids. They're kind of selfish. Low key. Is that mean to say?
No, hey, you can say whatever you want. I love them both. I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get me wrong. Like I love my mom, but it's just like she's not. Like I feel like I would call T's mom before I call her. Honestly. Yeah. Right.
We see your mom all the time.
We do. It's just not like a normal
relationship.
Yeah.
But let me get in my counselor bag for a minute, then we'll get off of it. 'Cause this episode is not about Whitney and her parents. But I think I told you this before. I strongly believe this. Everybody, for the most part, is just doing the best that they know how. I guarantee if you feel like that's how your relationship is, that's probably all that they know how to give. That's probably the same type of relationship they might have had with their parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, most adults are just accumulation or a grown up version of a kid that still has their issues from when they was a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but sometimes you kind of want to break the cycle.
You do. You want to break the generational curses or cycles. Yeah, that's true. So I'm not giving them no excuse. I'm just saying that could be the reason why you feel like, you know,
Yeah.
y'all relationship is different.
But yeah, straight to the point. I think they would kind of describe me as like caring, and dependable.
Yeah, I agree. I ain't know you was gonna go there, but you know what I'm saying. We here for the people. Keep it real. What's the next question?
Hold on.
You want me to read it?
Go ahead.
Got it.
You or me?
I asked you like I had it up. I don't have it up.
How did you meet your spouse / significant other?
Which one?
Don't go there.
Which significant?
Do not go there.
Hey, a lot of people had a lot of significant others, you know. I mean, I've only had one, but
So do you call everyone you date your significant other?
I think people do that now. And some of these people don't really be significant, but you still call them your significant other. I met mine on a warm summer night.
It was summer.
I
Telling
remember
the truth.
you had a blue top on.
No, it was black.
Blue.
It was black.
You had like some blue and white dunks on, I think.
I have the picture, I think, the day that I met you. I took like a mirror selfie.
Oh, your mirror selfies used to be dirty. Can we talk about? All right, let me get it right. Can we talk about your old mirror selfies?
Look, I was young.
Why did
Didn't
girls?
care.
No, but why did girls back then think you could take the mirror selfie with the dirty mirror?
The little water marks.
Yeah, water mark, no Windex in sight. That's crazy. Yeah. How did we meet though? We met at UNLV. It was a step show or something, I think.
Mm-hmm. It was.
And I was there with my crew. You know.
You might have had someone already.
Running it.
Who knows?
You know me. You know what I'm saying?
It was a few girls there.
Might have had a stack in my pocket. Might have did a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Looking around, scoping the scene. And back then I was on my pimp stuff. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to be locked down. But saw some girls we knew.
And boom, I walked in.
That's not how it went. That's not how it went. We saw some friends we knew. Shout out Shoe Vizzle. You know what I'm saying? You was with.
I was going to play one of them.
Shout out Shoe Vizzle. She might hear this. I don't know if she still listens to our podcast or not. But you was with her. So we said what's up to her. And then I said, yo, what's up with this joint right here? Yeah. Hey.
Wait, hold on. I don't think I've ever asked you this. Did you really think I looked pretty or good or beautiful?
I thought you was the finest girl
No,
I've ever seen.
Stop playing.
I'm not playing. I thought you was the finest girl. Stop looking at me.
Stop playing.
Stop looking at me.
No, see, you're not being real right now.
I'm gonna get. Stop looking at me. Nah. I thought you was fine. I thought you was beautiful. I've always had a different type of taste, and you was right down my alley. You know what I'm saying? That's why I asked you, Vay, about you.
And then I think it might have been the next day I got a notification saying TB's 23 started following you.
I wasn't that thirsty. Come on,
on Twitter. It was on Twitter.
You're not gonna fake that.
And then on Facebook.
I was on both.
Yeah.
The next day.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I must have had some free time. I wouldn't hit you on both follows.
You
on the
did.
Next day.
You did. You must have been searching.
It was a couple things I noticed about you though. First, you was beautiful. You had a little tattoo.
It was.
You had you had half your head shaved like the Rihanna joint. You was. I was like, oh, that's exotic. That's spicy right there. You know what I'm saying? Risk taker. You look good. You was slim. Body was nice. You know what I'm saying? And you was short.
Oh yeah, you are a little short.
I was a short girl hunter back in the day.
You had to be.
Whoever was the shortest girl in each crew,
That was yours.
if it was a crew in Vegas with a short girl from
That's
07,
yours.
from 07 to 010, 011, when did we start dating?
10.
All right, from 07 to 010, then your boy was Adam. So that was my bag. So that's how I met Whitney, UNLV.
Have you ever dated a taller girl?
Yeah, we talked about this on a previous episode. I had the gazelles too.
I do not remember.
You don't remember? Yeah, I had the tall joints. My first girlfriend was this white girl named Amanda. Shout out to Amanda. Still Facebook friends. She's having another baby.
She already had it. She's my Facebook friend too.
Oh.
Yeah, I think she just had it.
Shout out to Amanda. She'll probably never see this, but I think my second girlfriend.
Oh, you naming them all.
I think this was after Amanda. It might have been before, though. This is elementary. This is like 3rd grade. Ebony Lockhart. Tall, light-skinned thing. I remember I used to give her a hug. I was like at her stomach. She was
Stop
tall.
playing, baby.
She was tall. She gotta be. I gotta find her now. I don't know where she. She gotta be. She was 6 foot back then, so she gotta be 6'8" now.
What was she doing with you?
Hey, you know what I'm saying? They know what it is. They see. Hey, they see the sauce falling. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the tallest girl I was ever with. But I had some tall girls back in the day. That wasn't always my bag, but I could, if I needed to get it in that bag, I could get in that bag. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Tall girls like short men.
Okay.
Any single woman out there, y'all better get a short man. You know what I'm saying?
That's not a good advice.
You like short men. You always have, always will.
No, anything before you was not short.
Wow.
Was not short.
Wow. So you like tall dudes?
A little bit. No, I'm fine.
That's what they used to call me, a little bit. All right. How'd you meet your spouse? You got a different story?
No, that's the exact same story.
How was I looking when you met me? What was I wearing? Do you remember?
Honestly, I don't remember. I don't think you was like on my radar.
You ain't seen it? I know why. You was talking to a clown at the time.
No.
Whitney used to be talking to somebody acting white stuff.
Remember, I was literally
talking to
blind,
somebody.
so I couldn't really see.
I
didn't get glasses till I got with you.
It changed your life. Changed your life. Got you the basics. Some glasses. Good prescription.
But no.
He was talking to somebody. It's cool. Let's move on. I don't want to get mad on you. Let's move on.
You know I love you.
Let's move on.
Okay. What do people misunderstand?
But for real.
Let's start getting mad.
Yeah, I will though. I will.
No, what?
I can't believe you ever talked to anybody
let's get
before
going,
me.
Baby.
I can't believe you ever talked to anybody before me. I waited my whole life for you.
It is what it is. You had a bunch of girls, so.
Life.
But okay, what do people misunderstand about you most?
That's good. I think I'm misunderstood. You want to go first?
No, I asked you.
I'm trying to think about that. I think people misunderstand. I want to say my beliefs and the way I act and all that stuff. I think there's like this. So, for example, I'm a Christian, right? I go to church, active in church, kinda in leadership in church, all of that. But that don't mean that I'm gonna act a certain way. That don't mean I'm gonna stop living life. That don't mean that I'm gonna stop going out. That I'm not gonna enjoy myself, that I'm gonna act a certain way. It definitely don't mean that I'm judging anybody else. You know what I'm saying?
But
That's
were
one thing
you
I can't
always
stand.
like that? Because, I've always said that.
What? Always said what?
That I'm not changed. I mean, like, I'm going to change, but I'm not going to stop living my life, having fun.
Yeah. I just want to change the stuff that God tells me to change, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, I would say back in the day, I love women a lot, and I still do. But I feel like I used to be like a womanizer. Like I couldn't. Every single woman that walked by, I had to like look at their butt. Like I couldn't. I just couldn't help it. Like
Ain't that every man?
Some men got better control. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's every man.
But okay,
Saved or
even
not.
if it's every man, but I feel like that's something I had to change, right? Like I can't be,
In leadership.
not even in leadership. I just can't call myself a Christian and be a womanizer. It don't go together, right? Because one and one don't equal. That don't add up. That don't add up. So, like that's something I had to change. Going out, living reckless. I had to change that.
I mean, you can still go out, but you don't have to do all of the
I was
extra.
I was doing too much. Now, 9 times out of 10, if I ever go out, I'm with you.
Yeah, we go out together for the most part.
Yeah, I used to.
And there's nothing wrong with going out with your partner.
Yeah. But just I feel like for the most part, people think if they get a relationship with God, they have to change everything about their life. It's not necessarily true.
Or not even about God. When you have kids, like people think like, oh, you should be sitting down.
Yeah, that's true. But that's definitely not true on our end. We're not sitting down for the kids. They'll be all right. They'll be 18 one day and leave us, and we'll be wishing we lived our life. You know what I'm saying?
Earlier, yeah.
Yeah, but I just think, that's probably the biggest misconception about me, because I think the people on the church side look at me and be like, he out in the world doing too much still, and then the people in the world would look at me and be like, I thought he's supposed to be in the church. Why he at the hookah lounge that I'm at right now? But
and see, I don't want people to think like, oh, Whitney was like your influence, like, because I feel like a lot of people think you're supposed to be.
Whitney can't influence me. I'm a grown man.
That you know.
I already got her. I don't have to. I don't gotta follow.
No,
I don't gotta follow you around.
I don't want people to think like I changed you to like.
What are you talking about? No, that's not true.
And I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So you know how I used to think like some of your family members. I feel like.
Nah, you couldn't have changed me. I was outside already when I met you. I was more popping before I met you than after I met you. So you, if anything, I feel like you changed me for the better. Like, made me settle down and be like a family man. But before you, I feel like I was outside way worse already, type of thing. So yeah, that's far from true about you having a negative influence now. But I feel like a lot of, I don't know if I want to go here. I don't know if we got enough time for me to go here. But a lot of church stuff like that people have problems with, it's really just a way for them to control you. Like,
talk about it.
In reality, is God sending somebody to hell because they go out and have a drink with their wife? Doubt it. Now, I can see God wanting you to stop drinking if you got a alcohol problem and you get drunk and drive and kill people, or get drunk and
or just get sloppy drunk
and make bad decisions and go cheat on your spouse, or go get into a fight or cuss people out. Yeah, God probably wants you to stop drinking. But does God want a saved couple that loves each other and go out together to not have a drink? I don't think God is tripping on that. What's other stuff people try to get you to stop doing? They try to get you to. I mean, this is touchy, but they want you to give a lot of your money to the church. But does God want you, if you're poor and your kids don't got nowhere to sleep and y'all in hella debt and everything is up against you, to give your last $50 to the church?
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
Or how you dress?
Oh yeah, the way you dress, yeah.
I don't know. Like, do you think? I feel like a lot of people
that's
judge me.
That's your lane. Nah, that's your lane. Whitney, you the one that be dressing like you a hot mama, 19 years old.
I mean, I've always dressed like that.
Keep a bitty out.
Not even that. I think it's
stomach
more like
out. You don't got no full shirts. Whitney got like 3 full t-shirts.
It's just always how I dress. So,
but let's be honest.
I don't see nothing wrong with it. If my husband like it,
let's be
that's
honest.
fine.
I told Whitney when she first kind of got into the church and she had a lot of questions and was looking at stuff weird, I said I would take dressing advice from people that can actually do it if they wanted to. Meaning, it don't, like, if somebody has the option of wearing a crop top and they tell you you shouldn't wear a crop top, maybe you should listen to them. But people that, we know why you don't wear a crop top, because you can't, you know what I mean? You may not be able to fit a crop top. Maybe if you could fit a crop top, you might wear them too. Maybe it's not because you super saved that you don't wear a crop top.
I'm gonna wear these holes in my jeans.
Oh, there you go. Who could even be mad about holes in the jeans in 2023?
And I don't think I care.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, I don't even like dressing up no more like that. But nah, I just want to lose a little weight. Then I'm gonna get
That's what it is.
I do be wanting to rock the suits. They do look smooth sometimes, but right now my weight condition, I'm in between.
Not conditioned. It sounds like you sick or something.
I'm in between, dressing smooth and just putting t-shirts on every. I'm somewhere in between that.
I think that's where I'm at too.
I don't even remember what the question was at this point.
Oh, I think it was, what do people misunderstand about you the most?
All right, go.
I think me not having my own voice, because I'm like, I think we said this in our last podcast, how I'm always in the back of everything. So like, I don't speak up or give too much opinions or, say too much. But I have a lot to say sometimes.
That's true.
I can get a little feisty.
That's why I try to get you to do a podcast,
Yeah.
And so you can let people see the real you. She do get feisty.
A little feisty. Not too much.
Cuss like a sick. No, I'm just kidding. See, look. You just talking about now. You scared now. Just a few seconds ago, you was talking big. I'm not changing.
Wait, so I can't cuss no more?
Nah, you shouldn't be cussing like that.
I don't. I really don't. I stop a little bit.
Because of who?
Because of you.
Yeah.
And for my kids. I want my kids
get that
cussing.
Right. No, get in order. Get in order. No, I'm just playing.
Okay, next question. Next question.
Let's go.
Where are you from? Tell your origin story. You are not. Stop.
I'm from
a video flagged.
I'm from the West Side.
Okay.
Born in West.
Baby, be for real.
Born in West Las Vegas.
We ain't got time for all that.
Hold on, dog. Stuff on my intro. You asked me where I'm from, cuz.
Oh my God.
Born in West Las Vegas, cuz.
Let's see you playing too much, baby.
Grew up in the North, nutty North, north of Vague. They know me out there. Grew up in North Las Vegas. A product of Mojave High School, the best high school in North Las Vegas. Rest in peace, I ain't even gonna go. I ain't gonna go that route. I'm not gonna go that route. I'm not gonna go that route. Nah, this a family show. This a family show.
See, do y'all see what I gotta deal with?
But yeah, origin story. I'm from North Las Vegas. There's a lot of us out here in Vegas. We kind of deep. I'm a West Side kid for real. What was the rest of the question?
Tell your origin story.
Okay, I grew up in Las Vegas. It was tough. Made
Baby,
it out.
Stop playing.
It was tough, and I did make it out.
No, it wasn't.
It was tough.
See, you make it seem. No, now you trying to play people that really.
I really see. Whitney think I was silver spoon in the mouth. It was tough.
You was, and I think people know that.
It was tough, Buzz. It was tough, Buzzy.
No, it's kind of an insult, baby.
Oh my god! All right, go ahead. All right,
No.
let me get the violins. Go ahead. Let me get your story off.
We want to know where you're from.
I'm from West Las Vegas,
No,
North
you're
Las
not.
Vegas. I swear to God, I am. What do you mean? My dad's house is still right there. Where we was born.
Okay,
at
but be
is
for
right
real.
by
You don't gotta
Gresham Park.
talk like
Okay.
that.
I'm sorry. It's late. I can't get my jokes up. I was born
You joked all
on the west side of Las
podcasts.
Vegas. I grew up in North Las Vegas because I went to Mojave. I grew up in church a lot. I was a smart kid. I played sports, in love with sports. Played basketball, baseball.
Make the team though.
That's what you want. All right, so now you want to get to your jokes. Well, I grew up with real athletes though. The people in my schools was nice. So some teams I didn't make it.
I mean, your dad was an athlete too.
Injured, but he grew up in the '80s. Okay, everybody was an athlete. But I used to play sports, hooper. Averaged 15 and 10. Steady point guard.
Nobody wants to hear the lies.
I ran the court. If I wouldn't have got hurt young, then I probably would have easily D1. Okay. D1 late round pick.
And would have been the shortest player of all time.
Definitely not. I'm taller than Muggsy and Earl Boykins. I'm taller than them.
You're not.
But that's my story. I used to get, growing up, I was lost out here, mainly focused on girls. You know what I'm saying? Life could have went another way. So many times the bullet was right to the left or right of me.
Baby, no.
See, and this is, no,
No,
for real though,
you're
for real.
taking it too far now.
But this stuff is true.
No, it's not.
It is. You know how many times I was in a party that got shot up and somebody died or something? Like, that happened every weekend.
No, you making it seem like you was around for that.
I really
No,
was,
you
though.
wasn't.
See, and this is the problem. You don't respect it. Because I'm making it funny. You acting like I wasn't around. And I was. But I'm good. I don't want to tell my story. Nah. If there's not a safe space for me to tell my story.
We want to hear your story.
It's not a safe space, though. It's not a safe space. So go ahead. What's your origin story?
I don't know if people really want to know.
Well, really, I was single.
What?
Nothing. I'm done.
But first of all, origin story, what does that mean? like from when you're little.
Yeah.
Okay, so why you say single then?
No, I'm saying you're about to talk about how you grew up with single. Go ahead.
No, I wasn't gonna go there.
Okay, my bad. I don't want to step on yours. Go ahead. What's your origin story?
No, I don't want to talk about it.
Come on, Whit. Don't do this.
See, this is why I don't tell you anything from my childhood. Because you don't take it serious.
I do take it serious. I'm only laughing because you're not taking mine serious. You act like I'm from like the Hamptons or like Bel Air or something.
No, I'm not. But you was like putting the emphasis on it all.
It's all true. I'm not lying. I mean, I ain't grow up rich. We was far from rich. My first car was an Oldsmobile Alero, 2-door.
I've never been in it, so I wouldn't know.
Right when I started dating you, I got a new car. I got my mama's old car, which was my new car at the time. You got to see the better side of it. You got to see the better.
But I've heard stories in your
I started from the bottom for real.
Oldsmobile that
no, you're not telling that story.
that you told me. I think when we was dating,
no,
we asked a few questions.
Don't tell that story. Don't tell that story. Shout out to nobody. All right, go. What's your origin story for real?
No, I don't really want to talk
let's get
about
the
it.
people a little bit. Let's finish. We can't finish the pod
You
like
don't
this.
want to hear it, so why would I?
I do want to hear it for real. I do for real. Tell people where you was born at. I don't think a lot of people know where you was born.
I was born in a little small town in Iowa called Storm Lake, Iowa.
Storm Lake,
Very
Iowa.
small, like probably a few thousand people. The reason why was because my parents were both refugees from Laos, and
where's Laos at? A lot of people don't know where that's at.
it's right next to Thailand. It's literally like sister brother type.
Okay.
Thailand and Vietnam. Yeah, they were refugees, and I think my dad would like that was his first. I don't really know how it goes, like when you're refugees and get what is that called, sponsored and all that. Mm-hmm. He went there, and my mom and her family was in California.
Okay.
But my mom came to Storm Lake because her brother had moved there, and that's how my parents met. Long story short, they had kids. Me, my older sister, got divorced when I was 3. So my dad took me and my older sister Rosie. Mm-hmm. We went to Rockford.
So I believe not your younger sister. You did that twice.
Did I?
Yeah, you said and me and my older sister. I mean,
they did have me, and then, well, yeah,
and she has a younger sister.
Yeah, I have my little sister. She was only 6 months when my parents got divorced. Yeah. My dad took me and Rosie, and my mom took Debbie. She went off to California, back to her family. Mm-hmm. My dad took me and Rosie to Rockford, Illinois. Yeah, I really don't know why we ended up in Rockford, Illinois. And pretty much from there, I stayed there till I was 18, graduated high school. But long story short, I don't know. I really don't have family like that. Think about it.
You got a lot of family. Don't do that.
But
I met them.
I know you. Okay, so I do have family on my mom's side, but it's not like we have a real cousin family relationship. Like, I don't know half their middle names. I don't know their birthdays.
I don't really know all my cousins' middle names either. I know Drain's middle name.
But for the most part, like, you can call your cousins. I feel like I can't really. I don't know.
You can call your cousins. You just don't. Yeah, you can. But you can. We've kicked it with your cousins before.
Well, yeah, that's on my mom's side. My dad's side, I don't know nobody. Nobody. But, yeah, pretty much high school, graduated, 18. No.
Come on, get into the gritty. Come
no,
on.
the summer of going into my senior year.
Because what you're doing right now is...
See?
No, you kind of being disrespectful to the people that really went through it because you're not telling your whole story. Right?
No, but...
Well, how was your lifestyle growing up? Like,
it wasn't the best. Like, we were poor. Poor. To the point where my dad couldn't afford, like, living spaces. So, like, me and my older sister had to kind of, like, live with, close friends that we now call family, but they're not really, like, our blood family. Yeah. We lived with a few people. Yeah, back then I didn't really understand it until I got older.
You done? I don't want because I'm only asking because I don't want to make no joke if you're not done.
Okay,
yet.
But I don't like to talk about it.
All right, we done. I don't want to make. I'm saying I don't want to like move on. Like I'm rushing you, and I also don't want.
I really don't want to talk about it.
All right, I also don't want to make no joke and sound insensitive.
That's fine.
So I'm just gonna let it breathe for a second. And then we just. All right.
I don't want to talk about it no way.
Next question.
Just know that I'm going to give my kids a better life.
Facts.
From my situation, not yours.
Facts. For real, because niggas didn't. Sometimes I ain't know if I was going. You know what I'm saying? Like, just meal to meal, night to night.
That's cap, baby.
Okay. The true story of Tavarius Bolden coming soon.
Nobody wants to hear it.
To Tubi.
Oh my god.
All right.
But
my son has a habit of shooting me every time I walk through the door. I don't know if that's good or bad. Raising boys is different.
I was gonna say it might be a little boy thing.
I like literally a couple times last week since I walked through the door. he was like, ah, and just ran and punched me, like not even.
Yeah, but he knows who to hit. Like he only hits T.
I know he don't hit the girls like that, but he be
like play fighting.
Yeah, all he want to do is fight.
Which I mean, can't blame him.
He'll
He's
be
a boy.
like a UFC fighter when he grew up or something.
No, I need him to play ball.
He's gonna be short.
I need him to take care of me.
You heard we were just talking about me making a team. I don't know. I don't know. Let's be realistic.
I told you when I took him to the doctor for his wellness check, he said he's gonna be tall.
They was lying.
I'm just saying.
If he get too tall, we got no. I'm just playing.
I'm just saying.
All right. What is the hardest challenge you've had to overcome in your life?
I don't think I was gonna do that question.
You gonna skip that one? Okay. Yeah. Hey,
have we
this
been
might be our
through
longest
challenges?
pod. Yeah, man. You just don't know about them, but we've been through a lot.
No, let's skip this question. Okay, last question.
Let's end on a lighthearted
of the day.
Okay.
Who is your celebrity crush?
I'm gonna let you go first.
I'm gonna say Drake.
Drake.
I'm sorry, Drizzy Drake.
Drake. Since when? That's new.
Since always.
Drake was not always your crush. See, come on.
So who did you think I was gonna say?
I was gonna say like Chris Brown.
No, I think Drake.
Drake, you never even thought Drake looked good like that.
I'm not saying it don't have to be all about the looks. Clearly, no, I'm playing. No.
Oh, you talking about me? Oh, you talking?
No, I'm playing.
You don't think Drake looks better than me?
No, I'm. That's what I'm saying. It don't have to always be about the looks. I don't know. I just like. I like how his persona. I guess it's a little different.
I mean, if you're into
what?
Men that keep their kids a secret for. Never mind.
Oh my gosh.
I like Drake's music too, but if you're into that.
Okay. Okay. Who's your celebrity crush so I can nitpick on it?
How many do we get?
1.
I got a few though.
No, 1. I
got a few. And I need to get it out just in case they ever hear this. Okay.
Oh, I know your first one.
Who?
Drea.
I wasn't even gonna say her. That's more just like that's just straight lust. That's not even no crush. That's not no crush.
Okay. Who?
But that girl is blessed. And just the way her career has unfolded, you know what I mean? Like
you don't remember her on Love and Hip Hop?
She wasn't on Love and Hip Hop. She was on Basketball Wives.
I mean Basketball Wives.
Don't disrespect.
Basketball Wives. You don't remember that?
Of course I do. Of course. But she didn't look like she look now though.
Okay, because that money can change you.
The way she just kept moving and going forward, she didn't quit. She did not quit before her time, her breakthrough. Shout out to Mint Swim. Is that what it is? It's Mint Swim. Mm-hmm. Shout out to everything that she's doing right now for the community. I don't even know what she's doing, but shout out to Drea. My next one is the girl from Power. Let me say her name right, cause
DMX goddaughter.
Yeah, Paige Hurd.
Yeah, that's your bag. That's your bag.
My bag.
That's your bag.
See, Whitney gonna get mad in a second because she's acting like I could actually get any of these people, and even if I could, I would never leave my queen. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to her. She's definitely up there. Just natural. You know what I'm saying? Just like natural, like the face shape, the eye, everything. You know what I mean? Who else can I say? Respectfully, of course. Rihanna.
Yeah.
Respectfully. Erica Mena.
Ew.
Angie Ange.
Oh, you naming all these Instagram girls? Okay.
Nah,
you got a list.
I just playing, dog.
Wait,
I don't got no celebrity.
Angie's not a
She don't
celebrity.
count as a celebrity. I know I should take. Hold on.
Take that back. That's an IG girl.
Hold on. Let's take that back. All right, she's not a celebrity, but I do just everything she's doing for the community, from a political standpoint.
That's not funny because she. Oh my gosh.
Yo, you could always say for anybody what they're doing for the community, even if they're not doing nothing.
It just sound good.
It always sounds good. And my last celebrity crush, most importantly, the biggest one, is Whitney Bolden.
That was so corny.
At Whit Bolden, formerly at Ayo Whitney.
That was so corny.
She's a star, yo. She's
In
a
your
star.
eyes only.
She's a star. In my eyes. In those thighs. I tell no lies. Shout out to hip hop.
Wait, have you ever told them you've always wanted to be a rapper?
Shout out to hip hop. Yo, is this on? Yo, I got bars. I got bars. Let's get it. Look, I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, in the back of on some locked up,
That's where we're going?
cuffs locked on wrists, seen the dreams unfold, nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. You want it, you gotta see it with a clear eye view. I got shorty, she trying to bless me like I said I do. Huh? When we stun it.
Stop.
Little, but I'm lion-hearted, yeah. Hating when I departed, go and get it regardless. Now the phones in my garage, swallow every. They told me get them, I got them. I did it without an album. I did with Mariah, huh?
Okay,
Look, I'm
we're
on
done.
fire.
I'm ready to go to bed.
Philly, I'm flyer. When I bought the Rolls Royce, they thought it was lease. Don't stop me for the hater. Rest in peace. Hater, rest in peace. Rest in peace to the parking lot. Phantom so big, Atlas so big, can't even fit in the parking spot. Huh? If you ain't talking about my niggas, then what you talking about? My bad. Gangsters move in silence, and I don't talk a lot. I don't say a word. I don't say a word. Was on my grind, and now I got what I deserve. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished when I bought that new Ferrari?
Y'all thought it was ready?
Yeah. Flexing on these. I'm like Popeye on this finish. Double limb, yeah, that's my team. Jose the captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the type to get that, then grind like I'm broke. And Lambo, my new, she don't ride like that ghost. And I gotta make it back. Say my son needs that, need some milk. He's trying to take my life, ready to get killed. You really ready to get smoked? Yeah.
Now we
Cause
gotta
these
stop.
rapping niggas I brought with me, huh?
We gotta stop.
All right. If y'all still listening at this point, y'all really rock with us. If y'all still listening
Yeah,
at this
y'all love
point,
us.
this was a good episode. That energy drink really helped us. I feel like. Hopefully y'all join us next week. Sorry for the dogs and the cars that came by. Don't yawn, Whitney. Do not yawn on the podcast.
It's a little late.
Dog. It's a little late. I'm finna go upstairs and lay with my wife.
No, I'm going to bed. I gotta get up early.
Engage in some adult activities.
We're about to watch Netflix, first of all.
Can I stick it? Never mind. All right, yo.
No, you be taking it too far.
I love y'all. Peace, King, Grand Rising. Look, you only get one of these lives. You only get one. Don't waste it. Don't waste it.
One love.
Don't quit. Don't quit. One love.
We'll see y'all next episode.
I said, don't dance. We just pull up our pants and do the rock away.
Leave back.
Yeah,
Leave back.
Yeah.